Hey, Travis, you've talked a lot about Andy Reid as a leader, but you joined with him before the current run, before he had the current resume. When you walk into a room for the first time, how does he command it? How does he show it? What's his aura like? And do you have any good stories from early in your career about learning just about his leadership style and seeing it stand out?
Well, I got a heads up from my brother, right? My brother was with him in Philly for a couple of years, and the biggest thing is my brother was like, take advantage of the opportunity. He's an unbelievable coach. He's a player's coach, but at the same time, he's going to hold you accountable. And I think the first really year to 2 years I was with Coach Reid, I was like, man, this guy's not messing around. Like, there wasn't too much of the personality that I see now, knowing that he's like a father figure to me. He's like, I don't know, one of my uncles growing up that I respect so much because of who he is. And I owe everything to that man and my career and where it's gone, where I was at Cincinnati and where I am now, man. I have nothing but respect for Coach Reid and how he's helped me get to where I am in life.
Hi, Travis. Riley Trujillo with the Sporting News. Travis, Jason and Kylie have been playing coy about who they're rooting for this weekend.
They know exactly who they're rooting for.
But Kylie did mention that your nieces are going to be wearing shirts that say "Go Uncle Trav." Can you kind of talk about your relationship with them and what that support means for you?
Jason and Kylie are, I love them to death. This game isn't going to get in between how much I love them. And the fact that the girls are going to be wearing a Go Uncle Travis shirt, it warms my heart and gives me, something else to fight for. And hopefully I can make them proud and put a few smiles on their faces throughout the game.
Hey, Trav, I just want to know what you have come to learn and grown to admire about Taylor Swift's work ethic.
Her work ethic?
Yeah.
What I saw on that tour last year was pretty remarkable. I mean, to see the week in, week out, traveling from one country to the next, and how excruciating it is on her body and on her mind. And it's not just her; it was her entire tour. It was the dancers, it was the band, the singers, it was everybody involved, and it was an absolute machine. And it was something I could admire watching and take a lot of notes from.
Hey, Travis, over here.
There's a whole bunch of people's hands up. Go ahead and just hit it. Yeah, thank you. Gotcha. Adam, what's going on?
Hey, you said the other night you plan to play next year and maybe beyond as well. What's left for you the rest of your career? And I'll have a quick follow-up.
Yeah, I got a full heart of football left in me. I really love this game, and I think throughout the year it can get pretty tough, but it's moments like these, the playoffs, these memories that I'll have with the teammates and coaches that I go to war with, and wanting to keep that legacy or keep finding new ways to create those memories, I think will I don't know, just keep fueling me and my love for football, man.
You see your role changing at all?
I feel like this year I kind of stepped into a role of being more of a voice for the guys. I mean, we have a lot of new faces, whether it was guys that we picked up in the offseason or guys we picked up throughout the season. Obviously, Kareem and Juju have been here. They understand the culture and everything, but just being able to be there for the young guys and help them understand the offense better and hopefully understand, how to weather the storm of a week like this.
Good morning, Travis. What's your main motivation by winning this Super Bowl, and what would be the biggest challenge facing this Eagles passing defense?
Yeah, I mean, their defense, this is going to be the best defense we play all year. They play so well together. Their secondary, you can tell they're all on the same page. They all understand their rules, a lot of zone coverage, but when it comes down to playing man, they're very physical. So it's going to be our biggest challenge yet, and I haven't even talked about the D-line yet. Their D-line is one of the best in the league, and it's going to be a fun challenge, man. I love going up against the best. It's why I play the game, and sure enough, we got two Goliaths going at it at the Super Bowl, man.
Travis, a lot of the guys talk about how you are in practice and just the tone that you set in practice. Is that something you're consciously aware of? Is that one of the reasons you're like that? Is it the joy of the game? Can you take me through your motivation every day?
Man, you know what? Early on in my career, I think a lot of my motivation was driven off of individual success, wanting to get that acknowledgement my peers, of the people watching the game, that I was, I was somebody fun to watch, or I was worth watching, or I was worth, having on your team. And nowadays it's just, I just love going to work with the guys that I'm in the building with. I love sharing these memories. I love, figuring out these game plans, figuring out how we're going to attack a defense. There's just a certain love that I've found in it, and I think it's because of the people that I go to work with.
Hi, Travis. So over here, sorry. You've been such a big media personality, and obviously with having Taylor Swift as your girlfriend and your podcast and everything you do, you're just so big in the media. How do you manage being such a big media personality with also maintaining being such a high caliber athlete?
Well, I think everything in the media is fun. You gotta treat it as, it's all entertainment. So you're trying to either put a smile on somebody's face or give a good intake on what's at stake. And I think my balance is, you got to take yourself out of the media world and into reality whenever you're not doing media. And what's real is the people around you, your loved ones, your family, your support system. Who are you to them, and how is that affecting your life? And I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure you always take a step back and see what's real and what's around you.
Travis, on your left. I want to take you back just a little bit to 2015 when you guys started 1-5. Do you remember what it was like going through that time and how you got through it, and to what degree you might see that as kind of a bridge to what you guys are doing now?
The last time I was in New Orleans, you're talking about?
No, when you started the season 1-5,
Oh, okay.
That loss at Minnesota was the last of those before you started turning it around. What the sort of feeling was, and how you managed to make your way back that season with 11 straight wins?
I think the biggest thing is just understanding how to come together. The team atmosphere or the culture in Kansas City is unlike anything else, and I think that's a nod to Coach Reid and how he's day in, day out the leader of that building, and he sets challenges each and every single week for the team to be able to attack. And I think over the course of a season, you find yourself slowly climbing the staircase of success, and finding how to better yourself, to better your teammates, how to be more accountable for the people around you. And I think Coach Reid has a better grasp on that than anybody in the league.
Hi, Travis. Skylar with People. Your mom famously showed her support for you and Jason when you guys were both in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Now that Jason's retired and the Chiefs and you are playing in the Super Bowl against the Eagles again, will she be famously rocking that split jersey? I'm curious what her support is there now that Jason's retired.
I mean, I would hope she didn't have the split jersey this time. Philly reeled in my entire family on this one. No, I think she'll be wearing red. I think everybody outside of Jason and Kylie are going to be wearing all red.
Will she be making you those famous cookies again?
Oh, you know it. Never playing the Super Bowl without them.
Travis, here in the center, in the middle. There's been a lot of noise about you guys being helped in some way or another to get here. Why do you think people is so bothered by other success?
I don't know. I feel like I've been there before, and I used to look at the Patriots like that, and I used to have the desire to have the success that they had. I don't necessarily remember, hating on them as much, but I definitely remember wanting the desire, or having the desire to be like them, for sure, and to be at the top of the mountain, and to be, year in, year out, the standard in the NFL. And yeah, it's come a long way, I guess.
Yeah, hey Travis, over here. I've heard a lot of people say you practice like you play. Is that something that was learned for you, or is it something just that's come natural to you from the time you started playing football?
It's definitely something I learned over the course of my career. Coach Reid keeps you accountable in that aspect. He's got the quote unquote old school mentality. He's an old school football coach where you're going to put the work in. You're going to bring your lunch pail to work every single day and grind it out. And those are how you find real answers. You don't. practicing 100 miles per hour is the only way you find that timing with the quarterbacks. You find that feel for the defenses and the zones that you got to find. And you know, as an offense, there's no better reps that you can get than full speed reps, man.
Hey, Travis, I was curious, after the AFC Championship game, Nicky Ormigio said you went up to him after his fair catch and said that's not being great. Then he broke off a long punt return after that. How often do you pick your spots to do that, or you talk to guys a lot during the game, trying to inspire them?
I don't remember telling him he wasn't great on that play. I just remember telling him be great. You know, who Nico is as a returner is, I mean, he's a special player. And I thought he could have stole a few more yards, or at least not have gone for the fair catch there. And, you know, I didn't realize at the moment he was doing it because he didn't feel comfortable in returning that. And it's like, by all means, do your job, dog. If you don't feel comfortable returning that thing, don't do it. And sure enough, he went out there the next time, had a huge play for us, and I was so happy for him. I was the first guy to run over to him and get hyped for him and tell him he was being great. So I got all the love in the world for Nico, and I definitely trust everything he's doing back there. I don't know if I challenge guys individually. I think I'm naturally just on the sidelines, making sure everybody has the sense of urgency to, you know, get excited about their job for sure.
Travis, Will Compton with Bussin' with the Boys. Earlier this year when he
you.
broke the franchise record, you see him to not really hit the dunk on the field goal post. And then every time you see him to hit the open field, you might be getting hogged down. I'm not saying it, but I think a lot of people would like to know if you feel like you've lost a step.
It's motivation right there, isn't it? I've been eating clean. I haven't been drinking as much. I'm a little lower on the pounds this week, so hopefully I can run away from some Eagles out there. But I also saw you run your 40 the other day, and we might be in the same boat, bud. Shout out to Bussin', baby.
You have a lot of attention for the media outside and inside of the field. How do you deal with that? And does it affect in positive or give you a lot of pressure? And will you have a special routine this Saturday before the game to the Super Bowl?
I really don't have too many crazy routines. I really just show up to the game ready to play some football and ready to go, you know, all out for the guys that I'm playing with. And yeah, I don't know. I've never really developed those routines. And to answer the other question, it goes back to kind of like, what's real? You know, who are you as a person? What do the people around you, your loved ones, think of you, and things like that? And I think you know, I think I like to believe that I do things the right way. So yeah, I'm very confident in that.
Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.